Hi, this is Derek Ramsey, Secretary of the Education and Workforce Development Cabinet. I'm joined today by Linda Hampton at Early Childhood. Linda, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Secretary Ramsey.
I want to talk about something you had shared with me some time ago, another grant that we gotten, and it's the NGA, $25,000. Share with our audience what we're going to use this with and how we plan to use it.
So thank you for asking that. That is another success that we have had at the Governor's Office of Early Childhood that we are very proud of. So the $25,000 from the National Governors Association, we are going to leverage those monies with our other award that we had received of the $10.62 million preschool development grant. This grant will allow us to put a stronger focus within prenatal to the age of 3 care. And what is so critical is because it's in those earliest years when the brain is developing inside of the womb that children start to listen, they start to grasp of sounds, their brain is just like a sponge in the womb. So this is going to allow us to do best practice studies on how to have really good alignment from prenatal care all the way through to the age of 5. Another emphasis that this grant is going to allow us to do is put the emphasis on alignment. So within Kentucky, we are for the first time going to align our early care and education standards from prenatal through 3rd grade. So currently you have the academic standards that are set within K and up. This is going to allow us to even put the very first foundation of human capital within the prenatal years. So there are so many situations that are happening within Kentucky right now where pregnant mothers need our support more than ever. You have the opioid epidemic that is happening, and within the opioid epidemic, not only is it caring and ensuring that those mothers are getting what they need, but also the wraparound supports. So whenever you are with child, it is everyone around that mother who needs to talk, who needs to sing, who needs to educate while they are caring of the child. So that is what this grant is going to help us do. And furthermore, the grant is also going to allow us to bring in content experts from a national level. So our Early Childhood Institute is this summer. It kicks off June 19th. We are going, and I know I'm so happy that you're going to be there. It's going to be
I will.
It's going to be a fabulous round conversation of the importance of early care and education, and the National Governors Association will help support the monies to allow us to bring experts in to have a strong focus of conversation around that.
You know, Linda, I can't help but think at one point, you know, when you mention the opioid deal that we have here in the Commonwealth, but also another thing that come to mind is poverty. And so when you're a poor state like we are, these kind of opportunities help our folks tremendously. Can you talk just a little bit about that? I know you touched on the opioid, but the poverty-stricken areas.
Literacy. You and I know, Secretary Ramsey, literacy within poverty is such a high rate. And oftentimes when folks think about literacy, they truly just think about reading. Literacy is massive. It covers your mathematics. It covers your science language. And so to be able to be uprooted out of poverty, you must have all of the skills to be uprooted, not just one focus, but the incomprehensive lens that we must have. Living in poverty is such a day-to-day. It's such a minute-to-minute. And what this will allow us to do is put a stronger focus on those vulnerable populations, comparing of rural and urban. As you and I know, rural Eastern Kentucky is very different from rural West Kentucky. So transportation needs, what does it mean to get somebody whom is in poverty just to transport themselves to go get their GED, to go to drop their child off within child care. So in order to be able to do those things, we need to do a stronger focus within poverty, and we will be able to do that as well through the NGA.
So much to talk about. Can't thank you enough for being here today. We got to continue this conversation.
We will, and
Thanks
thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank
Absolutely.
You.